Is this the game that can rekindle my love of Pokemon? Let's find out. What's going on, beautiful people? Dave here, and we're playing Pokemon Sword right now. So this is awesome. So I'm really excited for this. And of course I picked Sword because you guys know me, I'm a fencer, so I'm gonna go with that. And I'm gonna play as little brown boy because, you know, haha. So I'm gonna be Dave, and we're gonna get into this. So I want to be real clear and transparent about something. You'll notice I'm very kind of chill and relaxed right now while this game is being played, and that's because I'm post-comming right now. This is the third time I've gone through the beginning of the game. So instead of a blind reaction, which is what I really wanted to do, I'm gonna be doing playback of my final playthrough that I finally got the recording good for. That's a fun language. And I want to just make an effort to present my thoughts, and I can do it a little bit more coherently now that I figured out how to record this game, because that was my problem. The playback, the video, it always got messed up, and the first time I recorded it and found out, like, it was an hour and a half recording, and I found out it got messed up, and the sound was messed up, my voice, the video, it all got garbled, so that's unfortunate. Anywho, we've got this awesome guy, his name's Rose, and you can already tell, like, I'm loving how beautiful that this game is. Like, it is so fun to look at, and it's just like, it's what I've always wanted since Pokemon Coliseum. Remember that game? It had like a one-player mode, and you could go around in a 3D world. It's so good looking. Like, this stadium looks awesome, and I could go on. Like, it's just, all the models look good, and we'll get into it. The character designs, like Rose here, he's great. Like, I like his little hair flip and his green eyes. Now, turn your gaze to the Galar region, or Galar region, I don't know what it is. It's time for Champion Leon's exhibition match. Oh yeah, and I gotta make sure I keep up with the dialogue. And so this is Mr. Cool over here, the champion. And he's got the Charizard, and this was a nice little opportunity for them to show off the whole Dynamax thing. When I just recently downloaded this game. Happy New Year, by the way. This is something new for 2020. And so he's got his fate to send off this guy. But yeah, like, I don't know much about it. I'm learning more as I played the game, and I've played this beginning enough times to, like, really pay attention. And this whole Dynamax thing, I'm still, like, getting my head wrapped around it. Or it wrapped around my head. I don't know. But yeah, and that's Pokemon Sword. So, and you'll get into this, and I just love the look of it. It's so cinematic, and all the colors pop. Like, this area looks awesome. I'm not entirely sure what it's based off of. What I've heard is that it's based off of the UK, which, you know, clarify for me if that's the truth, because I'm really curious. And, yeah, because I know, like, Hoenn was, like, more tropical, Kanto was based off Japan, we had, Kalos was France. Oh, yeah, look at my house. Contrary to all my other characters that we've played as in Pokemon games, like, your main character seems to be quite well off right now. Like, he's got a fireplace and a lot of space. And there's my mom. Didn't expect to see the big day, that's why I came running over to get Dave. Never mind watching, yeah. So, yeah. I love how I'm just giving him the stare down. Look at that. I'm just like a little creeper. I'm gonna hurt my neck like that. So, but yeah, I'm just excited to be playing another Pokemon game. And again, I don't know if I'm gonna make this a series. I think what I'm gonna do is just make this a first look video, and maybe I'll do the end of the game, or if there's any parts of the game you want to see me do. Also, I suggest having this video running around in the background while you do other stuff, because I will be talking to every single person, examining every single thing. That's how I play these games, so sometimes I wish I was a streamer, but I just don't have a powerful enough computer to handle it. Oh yeah, this is very apropos, this mug, isn't it? Oh yeah, it's the bed you went to buy as a family. The whole family was invested in buying this bed. Also, I like how I just have this room, and it's right next to the kitchen. Like, it's like living room, kitchen, my room. Where does mom even sleep? I wonder. But, yeah, so we got Old Man Dad bag over here, which I actually really like. You can buy other bags later on, but I kind of like the charm of this one. It's got that dad's jacket too big to fit sort of vibe going on. I hate the hat though. I don't like the hat, and I tried taking it off. You can't take the hat off. I'm not a hat guy myself. I like to just, you know, rock a do. Alright. Oh yeah, and Mom says, don't you look a treat. If it's British, I should think about their dialogue more in like a UK accent, because some of the things they say are really like strange to say in an American accent. I'll try to pick some out when I can. But yeah, look at this. The rolling hills, the lighting, like all the colors are popping. I like the little charm of like my house being overgrown a bit. And it's like a farm town. Also, I really like how we're on the outskirts of a town rather than inside the town. I think that's rad. And this guy's bashing his head against the wall. He's gonna get brain damage. He's a troublemaker too. He's gonna say meh later. Watch. Let's see it. So yeah, he's silly woohoo. Oh gosh. my display went off for a second. Okay, so I can't leave my computer like untouched for like 5 minutes. Let's race, but I can make it to my house first. Lugging that old bag. Don't make fun of my bag, you dirk. Oh, and they can use rollout probably. I mean, they're probably all using tackle right now, but I'm sure they learn rollout. Alright, this is Postwick, and it's a farming town. Really cool. And I guess farming is a good industry in Galar, because these two houses are huge. And that guy's talking about technology. He should have been around for link cables. You remember that? I remember that. I got a little boy making sure I don't run off and do things that I'm not supposed to do. And look at this! They got lavender on the little pond area. Like, I like that because I grew up in White Plains in Westchester. Oh no, I grew up in Cortland Manor in Westchester. I live in White Plains now. But where I grew up, we would have like a little lavender plants. You could see them. They look like grapes. And we got a barbecue. Like, there's so much detail now this time around. Yeah. And it's like big, and it's just, I'm really happy to be playing a legit Pokemon RPG on a console. I mean, Switch is technically a handheld, but this is the best we're gonna get. And the way they use mum instead of mom makes me now think these things, so it's interesting to me. Also, shoutouts, Hop's mom looks like my actual mom, which is really funny. She's like the same haircut and like similar kind of dress too. Alright, I'm gonna meet the undefeated champion, Leon. That's who we saw in the crazy stadium. I'll have a barbecue ready. Yeah, and like there's like stuff happening, like life goes on. And I'm gonna say hi to every little Pokemon I see. I forget what that thing's called. I think it evolves into Liepard, but I forgot its name. And you'll find me running into doors a lot, cause there's a lot of doors that are false. So busy, but I like to keep his room tidy. I thought that was his dad, and it's probably just a grandma. He's got a lot of hats and workout equipment in his room, so that's kind of interesting. I like the juxtaposition here of Leon's room, and then I'm gonna go over, I think in a minute, yeah, to Hop's room, and it's like, he's like a mess. I mean, it makes sense. They're taking care of Leon's room while he's gone, and, you know, Hop just, he's running around doing his thing. I think that's funny. There's not much to do with him. No, not in his room, I mean. So, yeah, this game, like, it's doing a number on me. Like, after playing through an hour and a half of the game, I'm really excited to, like, jump into this world. Wild Pokemon come out of anywhere, yeah. Okay, we'll steer clear. I can't even read dialogue right now. I'm going through it pretty fast in this playthrough. That's what happens when you play through a game, like, a million times. But remember, I give myself cues. Like, I'm like, because I was playing this without even thinking, like, but I was playing this while keeping this video in mind, so I give myself little cues, like this one. I can't wait to see if, like, we can open that and run around in the hills. That will be amazing. And, Hop's got eyes in the back of his head, because he will not let me run into the tall grass. So let's go over here, and this is fun. It's like Wedgehurst, so it's the beginning town, but I'm technically in a town of my own, even though it's like two houses. I like that, like the fact that I live on the outskirts. And we got Mr. Smiles over here. And everyone's going nuts about him. He's like a hot commodity over here. And Charizard's getting ready. He's just hanging. Hello, Wedgehurst. Your champion Leon is back. Doing my best to deliver the greatest battles. David is going through this dialogue way too fast. Gameplaying David is. Recording David's struggling to keep up. Editing David's gonna have a ball in a minute. This man patting his tum. Alright, that Charizard's too strong. Yeah, so everyone's been training. True, that Charizard is blazingly strong. He's fun. Yeah, this is cool. His wish is for everyone in Galar to become like the strongest trainers in the world, which is what I thought was really interesting about this whole thing. Because he refers to himself as the undefeated champion. And, you know, it's like, oh, great, like, you want to roll your eyes a little bit, and, like, you think he has, like, an ego on him, and he probably does, because he's a hotshot trainer. However, it's really interesting to me that they introduce him with his goal first. Like, he wants to make his region the best at battling, and so I think it's awesome that they introduced that before his self-proclaimed undefeatedness. And also, he's got brand deals out the wazoo. Look at that cape. Oh, man. So, he's gonna go. Run off? Yeah. I'm just gonna chill with Charizard. I like the little touch that they show Charizard's flying. And so... Oh, yeah. It's so cinematic. Like, the little camera swoops and, like, it's so much better. Compare it to, like, Blue. Like, I'm an old man. Like, I played... I'm 26. But I played Gold version. That was my first Pokemon game. And then I played... Yellow and Blue. And Ruby was my favorite. Like, I love Hoenn so much. I played up to Y. I didn't finish Y. I got, like, halfway through it, I think. But I'm trying to get back into it. Got the starters over here, the fun squad. And it's cool. They got a little cinematic to show what their personalities are like. So, in my first playthrough, because my recording got messed up on both the first playthrough and the second playthrough, and by that I was just jaded, so I just recorded all this stuff for my third. And I knew I wanted to do something for a video for you guys. But I actually picked Scorbunny my first time. And I kind of dug him because I liked his design. And this was before I even knew what the third evolutions looked like. But I had time between like that first episode and that second episode of that session to see the final evolutions. And I was like, he's a firefighter. They're always firefighters now. So this time around, I went with a little bit of a different option. I like the blue guy. I think his final evolution looks really cool. So, letting us pick first, as per usual. And this guy, I feel a little bad for him. Grass-type Pokemon, Grookey. Oh yeah, and I finally can get their names memorized. So I'm, like, kind of bad. I'm a little dated. I still don't know fairies all that well. So I'm gonna be learning a lot of stuff as I play this game, which is exciting. Got him. I'm not picking any of those. I'm being all coy, giving myself some time to talk. I like how he's like, choose your instincts. Interesting how they made the champion be the guy to give you your Pokemon instead of the professor. And yeah, I'm just trying to leave. I'm gonna be like, guys, I need to do some research. I need to check up their IVs and EVs and what time they evolve and all that stuff. But yes, I'm gonna go with Sobble. And naturally, after playing this game, again, this intro so many times, I know what all my nicknames are, and I know what my team... Like, it's interesting, because what I normally do with a Pokemon game is that I look up its dex, and I know this has a smaller dex, so that's going to be a whole other story. But I usually look up the dex, and I pick my 6. Like, I pick the 6 that I want to rock the thing with. I named him Surf and Turf. You probably didn't even recognize that until I said it out loud. You have to, like, read it and then be like, what? And then you say it and you're like, oh, I get it. Probably would have been a better name for, like, a Swampert or something, or a Quagsire. Alright, so he's gonna pick the one weaker to you, which is, again, interesting. And I like Hop because he's obsessed with becoming stronger, and that's, like, my personality. 100%. Like, that's how I am with fencing and with ballet. Like, I just want to get better than yesterday. That's my thing. And you'll come with me. You'll make a great snack for Charizard. So, yeah, I usually pick my 6 that I want to rock the game with, because I don't like letting go of Pokemon. But you'll find things are so different here in this game. Like, they get experience, like, for catching. They get experience for not battling. Like, it's crazy to me. So, these guys are going to level up anyway, so I really can be a little bit more generous with all the team members. And we got a barbecue. Like, it's a nice, like, they're kind of bridging the games with the anime a little bit. Because, like, the anime kind of showed off the world of Pokemon. It's like, what it's like to live day to day in this world. And so we got people eating food and, you know, training their Pokemon and befriending them and all that stuff. And so that's what I really like. That's why I'm really into this game, because it does what is Pokemon for me, like, really well, if that makes any sense. Like, for me, it's the world. Like, I like exploring the world, knowing the world. Like, it's beyond just the Pokemon and the training. Like, I like all the NPCs. I like learning about the different ones. I like the little charms and quirks about how all the trainer classes look like the exact same person, that sort of thing. Like, all the lasses look the same, all the youngsters look the same, etc. But yeah, question of the day, what, if you lived in Pokemon World, what do you think your job would be? You know, you could do a lot of different jobs in the Pokemon world. You could be a gym leader. You could be a professor. You could go for the champion. I feel like that would be hard. Being like a professional trainer, it's probably like being an MMA fighter or a professional fighter in like the current world right now. You'd probably have to like do so much research because everyone would be amazing at it. Like, imagine real people in the Pokemon world. Like, battles would be insane. There would be, like, breeding. There would be, like, diet. There would be, like, so much stuff. Trainers would probably, like, work out themselves alongside Pokemon. Like, it would be quite an intense thing. I'd be a trainer, but I don't know. Or would you, like, just, like, get a mundane job and have Pokemon as your pets? That's totally valid, too, in this world, I think. So, yeah. But I think I would be a gym leader. I'd probably want to be a trainer. I probably wouldn't want to go all the way, but I know my personality, and I would, like, want to help other people who are on the path, too. And, like, I think being a gym leader is that good, like, coach/mentor-y kind of persona. You could even have your own guys training at your gym. I don't know what type I would be. I'd probably be a typeless gym. Oh, yeah, but, so Surf and Turf is rocking it, just destroying that thing. You saw we were in a little growl tail whip war. I hate that so much. Like, that's why that battle took so long, because I just wanted to... My rule with stats is they're usually 2 buffs or, you know, nerfs to them, and then I'd start attacking. But he kept mitigating everything with Growl. Anyway. But we learned Water Gun, and he's like, what? Fun fact, when I picked Scorbunny, and so he had the Grookey, like, I actually got a critical. I thought it was a scripted thing, but because it was the first attack I ever did in the game. But it was a critical, and he was like, and you got a critical hit? What? Like, what kind of beginner luck is that? Like, and I thought that was a really cool thing to put in, because it was not even like, it wasn't a thought to me, because it was my first hit of the game. And so that was like a really nice touch that they put in dialogue if you get a crit. That was really cool. I wish I had the footage for that. Oh, man. Well, that was a shock. Guess I know why Lee... Okay, fine. David does not want to let David talk. It's funny. I got like 3 Davids to worry about. David that was playing the game, me that's recording, and then me later was going to edit this. But actually, editing this isn't going to be that hard because all the video is like stacked. I'm probably not going to slice this one up too much. But, yeah. So this is cool. So he's planting the seed about getting badges and all that stuff. I like how Hop has just a ring in his backyard. Makes sense, though. His brother's the champion. You remember in their house, he had all the trophies and stuff. I wonder, like, what kind of little brother complex he has. Because that is his goal, to get stronger. And I feel like that's Leon's goal, too, to get stronger. Because he, like, again, like, I really like that. He wants to make everyone in the region awesome at Pokemon battling. So, and I think that's really cool, like... You don't get that out of a champion, like, being that invested in their local community, which I think is cool. Actually, no, Cynthia was. She was, like, a scholar, right? I don't know. And again, like, I don't know about Alder and all the ones that came after, because that's, like, beyond my scope. Yeah, so anyway, we're gonna help out this little sheep. Poor little sheep, but he won't even let me say bye to my mom. Guess we're going rogue. Yeah, but we're going in here. And this area of the game looks beautiful. The Slumbering Wild, whatever. The Slumbering Wild. Yeah, the Weald. It looks beautiful. It's like Silent Hill meets like Enchanted Forest. Really cool. Oh man, I'm gonna say that a lot. Really cool, beautiful, wonderful. Because this game is all those things. And there's my first wild battle. And it's a freaking squirrel. He like, look at him. He looks like he's laughing with power in his little intro. I like this guy. What's his name? Squovat? Yeah. I think I killed this one, right? Yeah. Yeah, I'm going for broke. I'm like, oh, cool. He's like, Surf and Turf's already tasted blood, so he's gonna keep going. But yeah, man, like, I'm so excited to like see what more of this game lies beyond. And let me know in the comments if you want me to continue making videos. I might do like intermediate ones. This is the first new game I've played like for me in a while, so I kind of just want to like, not to be selfish, but like I kind of just want to play this game on my own time, you know, take it handheld when I can, take it on the console, and really just breathe with it. I was even feeling pressure, even though I wasn't, you know, putting on a show when I was recording this. I was still like glancing over at the capture to make sure everything was going well. So I think I want to really just like indulge in this game, and like, it's for my own health too, because I feel like a lot of the time when I play video games now, I feel almost obligated to make it a let's play. Like, I don't play video games for me anymore. So I need to find that balance again. Because I'm also, like I said before, I'm 26 years old, I got, you know, a life to, like, live, and so, you know, it's easy to think that video games are a waste of time, so, like, my only justification is to do it while recording. So, anywho, I'm gonna try to, like, enjoy this game, because I want to, like, rekindle a love of video games and gaming, which I think will make the channel better, it'll make my ideas flow more, and we can create more stuff. Oh, by the way, speaking of the channel, the YouTube channel, I know this is the first video in this series, if it's even a series, but just so you know, if you like stuff like this, do subscribe, smack the bell so that you never miss a thing. I love talking about games. You'll see me. Most of the time I play live stuff, so you'll get my full reactions most of the time, more often than not. And I'm seeing all these guys, and I'm like, I wish I had balls to catch them. Funny, we'll get on that later. Anyway, so we heard a noise in the woods, and then we're gonna go see what else lies beyond. I like how he stops me just to run ahead, like a crazy person. But yeah, oh, this is so beautiful. I love looking at this game. Yeah, so I had to like export the video in a lower quality to make the recording not F up, because I'm pretty sure it's just my computer can't handle recording in 1080, even though it's 30 frames. 1080 just kills this computer when I try to do Switch, so I guess I'll have to export in like lower resolution, but it's still nice. It's still watchable, right, guys? Huh. And this poor thing, I like it. It's really interesting. What did it say, Leroar, when it roared? I don't know if that's its actual name, Leroar, but it's cool. It's like its body tells a story. Like, it's got its ear ripped off, like, it's kind of like gruff and interesting, and yeah, my moves just phase through it. That is not like earthquake on Pidgey shit. That's like, this is, it's a little like intimidating actually. Like, I think that's what it's going for, like this thing's scary because it's so stoic, and if it wasn't scary before, this is just horrifying. So, continue attacking to no avail. And yeah, I'm ready to leave. In fact, I think I'd try, right? You can't run away for some reason. For some reason. Yeah, great. I can't hit it and I can't run away. This is worse than the ghosts in Lavender Town. That would be great. If it said get out, that would be funny. And Dave whited out. So sad. You can't, can you? And, yeah. Also, if you want to support my content, I do have a Patreon. No obligations. I think of it as a tip jar. But if you want to make a pledge and support the channel, I greatly appreciate it. That's another option for you. And, yeah. I totally got knocked out by that thing. Cool how they give you access to a little legendary. They've been doing that more in the Pokemon games. Like, in Gold version, they kind of did it midway through the game where Entei, Suicune, and Raikou run away from you. And then I think they did in 4th generation where I think you see Mesprit or one of them on the lake. Yeah, I kind of like that. It's a cool little way of introducing the character, not even just you, but like your character to the world. Charizard found another snack, it looks like. Sheep's like, meh. Oh my. That's loud. I don't want it to be too loud because I don't want the echo to show through here. I'm not really listening to the music on the game because, you know, I know what the music's like, and it's really good. Like, they do a lot of fun remixes for the stuff, and what I love is they keep the sound effects. Like, with a save sound effect is great, because it's, like, the original. I just wish Charizard's roar was the 8-bit cry. I know they're never gonna go back to that, but that would be so fun if they did that. If they went back to, like, the original red version, blue version, like, 8-bit cries for the original 150. I know that'll never happen. They gotta, like, up them, but the only time I ever liked the augmentation of the cries was when they did it in Pokemon Stadium, because they made them sound like legit animals. Or monsters, in some cases. So yeah. So he suggested we tell Mom, and I agree. We should probably tell Mom. And, you know, she's probably going to give us an earful for running around, or... I can't tell if we kept it a secret from her, because it says she heard everything from Leon. But I don't know if he told her that we're just leaving town, or the whole bit about this forest. Maybe he left that out for our sake. Because she did tell us not to go into the forest. And everyone's telling me to get potions. I want my balls. I want some dang balls. That's all I want. I want balls to catch mons. That's all I wanted. I don't even have a computer to pull a potion out of. That's what the games always gave me. But yeah. You know, this is what my mind was when I was playing this. You'll understand why I facepalmed hardcore later on. Oh, man. And I gotta say goodbye to Munchlax. I'm such a softie when I play these games. Like, I get so into Pokemon. There are few worlds I get really invested into, but Pokemon's one of them. Like, if there was a fictional universe I would just, like, transplant myself into, it would be Pokemon. I know I'm a frickin' dork for saying that, but it's the truth, man. Like, I would do it. I would want to, like, travel and train and be a gym leader. Also, I'm not good with, like, survival and camping and stuff with that, so I would appreciate the culture of Pokemon to, like, get me out into the world and learn to survive on my own. Because, like, people leave at age 10. It's nuts. And I'm just doing my little dialogue sweep right here. Looking around, seeing if anyone's gonna say anything else. Loving the mise-en-scène, though. Like, all the little background elements are really cool. All of Leon's trophies and stuff are over there. And I think I just left because that guy said the same thing he said before. And now, we can go down. Back to Route 1. We keep getting talked to by Hop, which is fun. And so he's going to train, which is implying that we should train as well. But no, we got to go over there, because that's where more fun stuff lies. Yeah. And then we got the freaking Brigade Squad over here. And the game has the audacity to, like, impress morality upon me. You wouldn't want to wake the sleeping Wooloo. Excuse me, look at how skinny I am. I'm showing how I could slip through there without bothering anyone. But whatever. This Wooloo didn't mind. Whatever. And there's my potion. There's my freebie potion. I'll take it. And then we got all these mons over here. Paralyze heals. Oh, okay. I was wondering where this came from, actually. I forgot I even picked those up. A lot of goes in one eye and out the other. Oh, so I do fight some stuff. Great. And so maybe I want to let Surf and Turf get his training in. I'm too nervous to eat berries. Yeah. Oh yeah, we're going for broke. I'm turning Surf and Turf into like a little killer here. So Rookedy's cool. I kind of like the bird. The archetypical bird is always a hit or miss with me. Like, you know, the Pidgey or the Starly or all that stuff. Like, I really dug Staraptor. I wasn't a fan of Tranquil. I like, of course everyone loves Pidgeot. I loved Fearow more. I liked Fearow more. And then I met this little guy. I love this thing. When I saw this, I was like, I love you. I need to have you. But I guess what I don't have? Balls. I'm still playing this game in the intro, and nobody gave me any balls. No Professor gave me balls. No Leon gave me balls. No AIDS gave me balls. I don't have any balls, so I gotta kill you. So I pound this thing, and I love it. I love Nickit. Look at his little Robert gloves. I love the design of this thing. And so I'm always on the lookout for that kind of stuff, because, again, that is how I played these games. Like I said before, I usually find my 6 that I want, and it's usually based on their design. I usually go for how cool they look, because you can beat the game with any Pokemon. It's not that severe if you pick something that's not the best. So what I usually do is we look at the decks or a list of like all the Pokemon in that generation, including version exclusives, and then I like pick the ones that I want. Charizard's just chilling in town. Everyone's just appreciating. He's more of a celebrity than Leon is, I swear. But yeah, and so it's kind of nice playing the game without knowing anything, because now I see Nickit and I'm like, oh, that's awesome, I want that. But the reason I usually do the former option is because I don't like letting Pokemon go. I don't want to like have 6 that I like and then find another one that I like even more and be like, oh, now I gotta get rid of one of you guys. Again, I'm such a bad person with Pokemon. Like, I get so attached. It's so bad. That's why I could never do a Nuzlocke run. It would destroy me. Because I'd get into it. I'd get into character. I'd get into everything. And everyone's like, the champion! Alright, what am I... Oh, I'm looking for gold. Yeah, I'm exploring every nook and cranny in this game. To the right is the Pokemon Lab. Yeah, I like, and they make that guy the sign. He's like, oh, I remember what the sign used to say. I guess I'll be the sign. Alright, and she's telling me that the professor actually lives elsewhere. I'm gonna say hi to the little squirrel. It's like, what? What are you doing in my house? Get out. Get out of my kitchen. And I'm like, bye. Lovely. So... going on, and I record in like 25-minute bursts because I feel like my recordings get messed up if I try to go over a half hour. So that's why we had like a little bit of a jump cut before. That's why the sound kicked back in when I was in the forest. But yeah, and Charizard creeping up on me. Like, I don't know what's up with this Charizard. He just like sidles up. It's like, I don't even know. Gotta give it to Magnolia. Everything looks great. And then we are like, hey... little corgi, little buzz corgi here. I kind of like this thing. His little tongue is like a crazy. And I'm impressed. I still like the Pokemon. I don't even know how many there are, but the designs look great. And speaking of great designs, Leon's looks awesome, and hers looks awesome. I love her colors so much. This is Sonia. Yamper's the real champ when it comes to helping you find. He rescued me a lot. Oh gosh. This is Trainer Sonia. What can I say about Sonia? Well, I like the way she cooks. God. Oh my god. They totally banged. I'm calling it now. They did. It's funny, like, are they adults or are they teenagers? Because usually you leave when you're 10 and then, like, I don't know what, like, I feel like adults in Pokemon are actually more, like, in their teens, because that's when you hit your stride with a lot of stuff. Because the champions are usually very young, and so... they probably do even more. Anyway. So this is Sonia. I love her design so much. Like, I love mint green. It's such a great color. And she called out that I have a Rotom phone. That blew my mind. The fact that I have a phone possessed by a Rotom, because it was like one of those things. It's like the world of Pokemon. Like, it makes so much sense to me. Of course, you would have a Rotom augmenting your phone and making it better. It just makes sense. Anywho, so little stuff like that drives me up the wall with this game. Like, I think I'm in a good way. Usually people say that as a term of things being annoying, but no, I love it. It, like, drives me insane. Like, I love when they have ideas like that. Somehow it makes me feel a little restless. Yeah, Leon's a champion and she's an assistant. But they were rivals. Like, they were on the road at the same time, which really makes her character interesting. Like, and that's the other thing. All these characters are so interesting. Leon's interesting because he's like, ha, I'm the best, the unbeatable Leon. But then he's like, everyone in Galar needs to be an amazing trainer. So he's like, he's got more to him than just, it's more than just him. We got Sonia, who's like, man, my grandmother's a professor, my rival is the champion, and I'm here assisting. Like, that's really cool. I thought about this last night, like when I was going to bed, but that's really cool that they put her in this game as a character like that, because that's what adults are like, and they know that people who played Pokemon when they were a kid are adults now, and that's a really relatable adult thing, like not knowing, like being questioned what you're doing with your life and all that stuff. Shoutouts to all these books. They're talking about Dynamax. This is how I learned. So everything I know about Dynamax evolution is from the intro and these books in the professor's zone. Hey there, trainer. Sorry to stop ya. You just left the Pokemon lab, right? That means you got a dex. I love talking to new trainers and giving them stuff. And you pulled a potion. You don't want to know where I pulled it out of. Use it when your Pokemon's hip gets low. Yeah. This guy. Knowledge is power. Lots of different people, and learn everything. And he goes off to talk to more little boys. Or women. He really didn't walk very far before he started chatting someone else up. Man, this game. But yeah. Yeah, so like that's such a relatable thing with Sonya and like having that adult kind of vibe going on, cuz it just makes so much sense. And that's probably is like, yeah, it just makes things more, you know, it gets your empathy going, like, and you care more about the world outside of just Pokemon and battling. You care about all these guys. Like that guy, that kid, he just said, I used to want to be a trainer, but I can't be into it like Leon is. Like, the kids are thinking about it and making decisions about their lives. Like, it just kind of, like, shows about the culture more. Because then, if you play, like, Red version, Ruby version even, or you're like, why are these kids not trainers? Like, why aren't they starting? Like, it's a decision to make, you know? Not everyone becomes a trainer. Not everyone can become the cool trainer or ace trainer that just ends up in Victory Road, never getting out, because they have 2 Pokemon that you can just body with your full team. Anyway, I digress. He said cheers! More allusions to the UK thing. I'm not going to do a bad British accent, though, when I voice these characters. Welcome to the Pokemart! Hello, sir, do you have balls? Yeah, no. You got no balls? Got no balls and nothing for me. So thankful for Pokemon Centers. They heal for free. Yeah, you gotta wonder what the connection is. How is everything funded? I'm assuming it's the league. The Pokemon League is the government, right? So Leon's probably one of the most important people in the region. And that guy is cool. They put the name rater and move deleter in one place, and it's at the beginning of the game, which is really cool. And that's a computer. I actually didn't catch it my first playthrough, but that's just the normal computer. Like Bill's PC, it's that. And this chick's talking about horoscopes. I'm not a big horoscope guy, but I'm assuming they're gonna do more with this in the game. I use my actual birthday, June 27th. I'm a Cancer, baby. Although I feel like I act more like a Gemini than a Cancer, but I digress. Some of you guys are gonna be like, that's such a Cancer thing to say. I'm like, yo, okay, fine. I'll take it. She's gonna read my fortune. I like how this page is smudged and I can't read it. Like, is that saying she just made this up? You might even run into a legendary Pokemon, or maybe not. Been there, done that. It was terrifying. I fainted, and then she vanishes. I'm assuming you're gonna bump into her more times throughout the game. Okay, I can imagine a life without Pokemon. It's my life. It's our lives. Berries! I got you fresh picked berries. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I think I actually bite for this guy, yeah. Because I want some of these. And I didn't realize I had 2 paralyze heals, but I like having something for paralysis. Yeah. Oh. Having a meal with your Pokemon makes the food taste extra good. Yeah. Little things. I love the NPCs. And it feels like... Yeah, and of course I'm looking for a Pokeball and I get a Pokedoll. But I like the NPCs in this game because, I don't know, they feel like they have more life into them. I don't know if it's just because they have more animation now than they did before, because they're saying the exact same stuff they did in Goldenrod City's department store, but I don't know. Man. If you want to put something on your butt, go ahead and use the fitting room, yeah. So, they have clothing again. I think they did it in Gen 4 or Gen 5, one of them. But, of course, I bite because I don't like having ripped jeans. It's not my style. But I buy my serial killer gloves too, because you gotta strangle bitches on your Poke Journey. It's just important. And then, in addition to that, I buy some pants. I found out in my second playthrough, or after in my first playthrough, that I bought these. I found out afterwards that you actually have a pair of black pants, but I actually like these navy pants more. They look a little bit slicker. And I lose the shirt because it looks a little too loose. And then again, I get another loose shirt, but I love red, so I stick with that. I kind of look more like a normal Pokemon trainer, now that I think about it. But I kind of like this outfit. And then I wanted to show this. Yeah, I like that Arcanine, but it is expensive. Look at that. That's like all the money I got. It really says a lot about a person if you see them at the beginning of the game with that shirt. Because you're like, that was all the money mom gave you, and you bought it with an Arcanine. I wonder, that would be funny if they designed this. But if you buy the Arcanine shirt and go say hi to mom, she's like, did you spend all your money? So yeah, those are the black trousers. But yeah, I dig this look. And I try to take my hat off, and that just doesn't work out for me. So sad. Yeah, I like just roughing it with my hair out. That'd be fun. But I guess not for this game. Yep, keep the current look. Yeah, and so I'm gonna have to run around. And I think Hop is outside. Yeah, he's waiting for me. I like how he's like intermittently sprinkled throughout. He's like, now we're gonna do the gym challenge. And I like how my options are the gym challenge or what's that? I'm really just... The illusion of choice is strong with that question. So I chose the snake route. Repeat the question. Oh, the gym challenge. You gotta take part 2, a proper rival. Interesting how he says you need an endorsement. So I'm wondering if that was the case in the older games too, because Red didn't need an endorsement as far as I knew. He just kind of got all the badges on a whim and then challenged the league. Go figure. Makes you wonder. Sonya and Leon used to have a healthy rivalry, but they fucked. They totally did, didn't they, man? Could be her dad. I don't know. Leon loves battles. I remember he would always go out. Oh, yeah, go all out, yeah. So I think they're related or connected to Sonya in some way. I probably would have known if I read that mailbox. And this girl's gave me a lesson, and this guy's also going to give me a lesson. He says save the game, which is really important. And then he mentions stab. That's awesome. These kids knew more than I did at their age. And that guy's like, haha, I'm teaching them all this stuff. You see the house in the distance with the purple roof? That's where the... Yes. That's another job you could have in Pokemon, being a teacher. Yeah, and this game, it looks so good. I love when you can see out. This river looks amazing. What the heck? I love it. I don't know why it looked like I was going to read that. Go figure. All right, Dave, time we filled our teams a bit. Surprise! Okay, God. Leon jumping out of nowhere. Yeah, right? Him and his branded ass cape. All right. We want to catch different Pokemon. And here I get excited because I'm like, oh, good. Leon, showing me how to catch Mons. You know what you need, Leon, to catch balls? To catch Mons? You need balls. I don't have balls, Leon. Leon, you can show me all the catching you can, but I'm not gonna catch anything if you don't give me balls. So please, sir, give me some balls. Wait for it. Yeah, he's got 50. Just give me some. I don't have any. Again, is my attitude at the game. At this point. I get so mad when this happens, but yeah. And I love that. How funny would it be if it broke out? He didn't even weaken that. Like, he would have been like, let's try this again. That's how you don't catch Pokemon. And this was my shining moment of glory. Yes. And he says they seem easy to catch, like they're itching to join a team, which is really interesting. I wonder if there is a value where they actually want to join your team or not. But he gives me 20 balls! And I'm like, thank you, sir! That's all I wanted! Especially now I can go catch that Nickit! So, and I was like 20? I am used to getting like 5 or 6 from the aids or something, but go figure. Times are changing. And there he goes. I'm gonna catch loads! The professor will be shocked, yeah. And so everyone's running off, which means I think I run off? Yeah. And I'm like, I think I got scared for some reason. Yeah, I didn't want to deal with a bat. Oh, because I saw him. Or her. Yeah, no, it's a girl, right? And I get so excited because, like, I have balls. And yet, wait. Maybe I didn't put this together yet. Because one I got was a girl. Oh, I think I just go to kill this one. Oh no, I didn't catch it. Huh. Go figure. Yeah. But, oh, I know I didn't catch it because it was a dude. Because in the first playthrough, the one I caught was a female. And, yeah. And it was the same, like, exact vibe, too, when I first played the game. I saw a Nickit, wanted it, didn't think I had balls, didn't have balls. And then I went, and after this moment, I found the next Nickit and caught it, and it was a girl, and I named it a girl's name. That's why I killed this one. I was like, I need a lady. Oh, great. And I think I lucked out because I think one sprouted up. Did I see it? I hope I saw it. Okay, good. And I creep up on it. There we go. And there's the Nickit. A wild Nickit appears. Again, I love its little, like, burglar gloves. It's such a cool little cartoony attitude. And this thing's fast. Well, not really, but it's using the fast moves on me. And I go for broke. Old habits die hard. I'm gonna weaken everything. And so I go for this one. Yeah, because it's a lady, just like the one that I got before. And, ew, here's the moment of truth. 25. When I first played the game, I saw the count at 25. I know Leon gave me 20. And I was like, I had balls. This whole time I had balls. And so, yeah. So, yeah, I guess in this recording, I did go out of my way to replicate as much as I could the first playthrough that I had. Because the second playthrough that I had, I chose a different starter, and I fell in love with Sobble. But I'm not giving myself that luxury and free pass anymore. I'm gonna just play the game now. But I wanted to get my first hour and a half as I played it and reacted to it, which you guys can't see. I wanted to get that down. And so I gave her the same name I gave her the first time, which I was gonna name her Brandit. I think I'm gonna show you that, yeah. But it didn't sound like a feminine name, and it was like Brandit, because it's like she's a thief. So, and it sounded too much like Brandon. So I just go with Brandy. No why, I went with the I. So she's Brandy the Bandit. I love it. And so I go after... What do I do? Oh yeah, I gotta look at her stuff. Because she's dying. But that's no excuse for me. I'm a hardcore trainer. And that's, again, old habits die hard. I know this game runs a little bit differently, but I always put the one I want to train up front, and I make them fight. And also, like, the starters, as much as I like Sobble, out of the three of them, there might be a water, grass, or fire type that I like more throughout the game. And that blew my mind. That blew my mind because the first two playthroughs of this game that I did, nothing broke out. Nothing broke out ever. And I was getting confused because I was like, are they really? Is the catch rate really that low? But that is the one time that ever happened because everything else is so easy to catch. It really is. Like, it's not even funny. But that's like, yeah, I think I even thought about fighting it for a second. I was like, no, something was just a fluke there. So, yeah. But now I have a Zigzagoon. And it's cool, because Zigzagoon, his colors are different. Oh, I never saw that. Galarian form, there it is. So it is different colored because of the region. I think that's something they did in Sun and Moon, too, but I didn't play those, so go figure. What did I name him? Oh, I named him Badger, because he looks like a little badger. Oh, that's why he's colored like that, is it? It is the UK. Because that's what an English badger looks like. No way, dude! I'm learning stuff even as I watch the game. And this guy's a Choodle. And Brandy. Oh yeah, so I'm using this as an excuse to train Brandy and grind. But now I know that you get experience for just catching stuff, which I hate. But I understand why they did it. But yeah, so here I am, just throwing balls. And now I'm like going mad with throwing my balls because I'm confident that I have them now. And you get a lot. You actually get a lot. And now I have Hone Claws. I also like Brandy's little tail. Because Nicket's tail, it's like kind of like hovering over the ground. Not hovering, but like it strafes the ground. And this guy, a little turtle. So, Nicket was the only one that I was like actually passionate about. I'm just naming these other guys because I'm a Let's Player and it's more fun than keeping their original name. I named this guy Rudy because he straight up looks like Rudy from Chalk Zone. That's the only reason, because he's got the tooth. I'm telling you, that's what he looks like. And I could not resist this guy. He came up to me. How could you say no to that? A wild Yamper. And I caught one of these in my first playthrough too. You actually see the one that I caught later on. Because later on I'm going to run into another Yamper, and that's the one that I caught in my first playthrough. And it's like the most adorable thing ever. But this one, I name him because he's an electric type. So I think I'm clever and name him Shock Collar. However, I didn't realize till like a millisecond afterwards that he has a freaking shock collar. Like, it makes so much sense. It looks like a bandana, but it's a shock collar because he's an electric type. That's so funny to me. But I end up naming him that. And so that's a fun one. So I really go crazy with the catching, and that's not normal for me. Again, I usually am used to just finding my 6 and going, but I'm catching more Mons because, who knows, it could be like a throwback to Gen 1, where they actually want you to have like a good amount, like maybe they want 20 caught before they give you like an HM or something. So I'm just giving myself insurance. And that little jump cut signifies the next 25 minutes that I spend recording. I've been talking for 50 minutes. That's insane. And this guy's looking at me like he's ready, but I'm more focused on that lake. Look at it. I'm still going nuts about it. But when I saw that, I was like, dude, that lake is fire. All right, we got youngster Jake over here. I like how he doesn't walk up to you. Like, he actually leaves the room that you would need for a Pokemon battle. Although I miss having them have the exclamation and walking up to you. There's like something nostalgic about it. Oh man. That's why I can always empathize with nostalgic nitpicking, because it's just like, oh, that little thing that I loved and I know it's not important at all. Yeah, nostalgia is really silly if you think about it. But here we go. I'm ready to make Brandy fight, because I'm like, okay, Surf and Turf's gotten a lot of fights under his belt. He's beaten some Mons. You gotta get up to snuff, Brandy. So that's my perspective. And I caught so many of these things, so beat up is crazy. When I first used this move, I thought it was like Fury Swipes, but it's actually the amount of guys on your team. So I end up hitting it like 6 times or so? Oh, 5 times. That's insane. And it does so much damage. Because before, in my first 2 playthroughs, I had like 2 or 3 guys on my team. And so I would just use... It did about the same amount of damage as Quick Attack. So I was trying to figure out which one was better. But when you have a full team, Beat Up is good. Like, it's not a bad move. Whenever there's a strong trainer, I always look right at them. Yeah, you do. Well, you get stronger that way. You won't, but that's how one does. If you don't battle, it's important to make sure you aren't seen by other people when you're walking around. I ain't afraid of no eye contact. Oh, and another one tries to get me, and I think about it, because it's adorable, but I ignore him. Oh, I whistle at him. Oh, yeah. I think when I first played this game, this is adorable. When I first played this, and I totally was not in his range, whatever. When I first played this, I learned how to whistle in my room. Like, it was like 10 minutes after playing the game, and I accidentally tapped the stick, and I whistled, and I was like, how did I do that? So that was nuts. Alright. And I think I, like, decide to take the opportunity to grind on this thing, but then it uses Sand Attack, and I'm like, been there, done that, played enough Pokemon, we're leaving. Although Hone Claws does increase accuracy, but not worth it for a wild one. Alright, and I think that reminded me, yeah, I remember my thoughts. Yeah, I looked at him, because I'm like, hey, do you have pickup? And he does, and he ain't picking up squat. Oh, sorry, she ain't picking up squat. So, whatever. Pokemon gain experience, but yeah, and that's when I learned. And just 2 potions. Great. So much for the 1 freebie in my computer. They're loading me up with health. And we got more balls! And now the game's throwing balls at me now that I know I have all the balls in the world. And I love the little gradient. Did you see that? The little, like, tense flash there on the edges of the screen? And then when you go into the site... Oh, look at me healing up. Yeah, I'm, like, set on making her fight, so I heal her up. I'm throwing her in. That's how I train. That's how I play Pokemon. And I think, yeah, I start, like, experimenting with that. And the gradient when they see you looks so cool. Because it shows their line of sight, and it's rad. So we got Last Lauren, whose design is great. I love it. She looks so adorable. I love it. Little schoolgirl uniform. Very... And now, in hindsight, knowing that this is the UK, it makes so much sense. Like, everything here is so European. Like, Anglo-European. So I look forward to spotting that more as I go throughout this game. Because also, your English culture is very influenced, I think, by French and Spanish, isn't it? Like, don't quote me on that. But I think, like, there's elements. Obviously, they developed their own stereotypes. Twinings, hashtag Twinings, sponsor me. But yeah. Yeah, I'm drinking tea out of a coffee mug. Sue me. Oh, speaking of Sumi, I'm playing with this Choodle. Like I'm literally toying with it. But yeah, I'm like, it does so much hits, so many hits. But yeah, the tackle isn't doing that much damage, so I think I go for the broke, yeah. Because that's what I like to do. I like to buff myself up, and then, yeah, that destroyed it. My rule, usually 2 buffs, and then go, 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 go. Although it's crazy at this point in the game, because everything knows Growl or Tail Whip, so every time I increase my attack, it doesn't matter, and my defense gets lowered or something. And she said, like, are we just cute and nothing more? I'm like, probably. Wait, talk to her! Oh my god. She says basic stuff about type disadvantages, but bad David, bad gaming David. You always talk to the NPCs. I think I was just fed up. Like, this was my 3rd time playing the game, and I was so pissed off. And I wasn't even sure that this recording was going to come out good. That's why I lowered the quality, though. But now that I'm seeing this, it looks so much better. And my computer can handle it. It can handle editing it. I'm looking at it in Sony Vegas right now as I am, like, getting ready to... Like, once I have this file, this audio file exported and this video file exported, it's going right there, plastering it on, sending it out. You guys are going to enjoy it. It's going to be awesome. And if you're still here, thanks. If you're still here, if you haven't subbed, do that. Like, come on. You're watching me for like an hour? Jeez. Yeah, and also, I said this before, but I'm saying this again. If you've actually sat in front of your computer or phone watching this, I applaud you, and I'm flattered. This is more of a thing that you would, like, just kind of have running in the background. Like, I'm just talking about my love of Pokemon, my experience with this game, how beautiful it is, how fat this little Squobit's cheeks are. I'm just, like, talking. So, like, this is, like, one of those run it in the background kind of videos. So, I mean, enjoy this however you want. But thanks for being here. I super appreciate it. Alright, what do we got? Yeah, I'm just catching stuff. I'm a catching fiend. I think all of my rage at playing this game a 3rd time, like, I'm taking it out on everything. And the only thing I could do that's worse than killing everything, because, you know, I'm on a timer, I'm still trying to play this game and record it, I'm just catching everything that I see. I'm like, got tired of running away or something. Alright. I think I get fed up again, though, and then I start running from everything, because I think I catch everything in this area. This might have been the last thing I needed to catch. Unless I didn't get a bird. I might need the bird. No, I think I already have a bird. Huh. Yeah, and I didn't even know what to call this guy. He's basically a Rattata. Basically a Bidoof. Basically a Zigzagoon if we were in Hoenn. Even though there's Zigzagoons here. So I just was going to call him some squirrel. But I couldn't. Because we ran out of letters. So he's some squirrel spelt terribly. I should have just taken out the space now that I see this. But whatever. He's some squirrel. I sent him away. Into the computer. He goes. Right? Okay, good. Look at me crouching. Like a creeper. And hey, dude. Wait, did I get scared? Oh, okay. Oh, I think I just wanted to see the lines again. It's really cool. I dig it. And I wanted to make sure all my mons were ready. Yeah. Oh, am I still... Oh, yeah, I'm still giving Brandy the treatment. I think I give her this... Yeah, I think I don't even use Surf and Turf for the rest of this, like, play session. Because it's all Brandy. Like, I'm like, girl, I love you, you gotta train. Because it is the first Pokemon whose design I actually liked. This Nickit. I can't wait to see it evolve, too. But then I'm like, oh, yeah. No, I lied, I stand corrected. I think, because this thing... Nickit's a dark type, and I know that thing knows Bug Buzz after playing this 3 times. I think the first time I played it, I made her fight it anyway. Like, I healed her through it. Like, I'm a bad trainer. Like, I'm a good trainer, but my methods can be questionable. It's how I teach fencing. It's how I probably would teach dance if I did, so I'm glad I don't. But I'm like, no, do it. It's hard, but you're gonna do it. You're gonna like it. You know, you're not gonna like it, but you'll learn to like it. Or you'll just never like it, and you'll get better, and you'll like getting better. That's my mindset. I really am a sweet guy in social settings. Just be warned if you're one of my students. Alright. So, and then I switched Brandy back in, because I'm not cutting her a break at all. Man. And we got Nickit. Oh, that's why I did this, because of course, I couldn't resist it. Yeah, of course I'm going to demonstrate that my Nickit's better than yours. Even though yours is a little speedy. Using those speedy moves. I don't need the speed. I got claws. I'm going to hone them. I'm going to kill ya. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm ready for the buffs. Because I think I unload after these two. And I'm probably faster. Because I'm a higher level. Yeah, I think... do I go for the quick attack or do I go for the stab? I know it's not very effective, but I would do that. Yeah, I did that. I know it's not very effective, but I wanted to see if between the stab and the multiple hits, if it was better than quick attack. And I think it might have been. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I do more than half. Yeah. Oh, that's so good. 6 times. 6 times. That's crazy for the beginning of the game. But that is me buffed twice, so yeah, I knew it wasn't going to do that much damage against a dark type, and I wanted to see how much this would do for comparison, and it destroyed. So I wasn't able to deduce which one was more powerful, because they both did more than half, but it did more than, it did probably around, what would be 4 hits of beat up? Maybe 3? No, probably 4. Lose to wild Pokemon, lose to trainers, yeah. Give me your money, kid. There we go. Pokemon hiding in the tall grass or trainers waiting along the route. Which one you choose is up to you. Yeah, ain't that the truth. And I try to make a dash for it to get Repel, and then all my PTSD from forests with swarms of bugs and Mount Moon with Zubat, and then all the trauma went away when I saw this because I can sit on a bench and look at the ocean or look at the lake. Look at this. Tell me this scene is not incredible. This is my life. This is what I would do in Pokemon World. Wait till we get into later. And look at the hills in the back. Oh, it's so good. I love it. Yeah, I actually relished that moment for a little bit. I needed that too. Because also I had played the game 3 times at this point. My recording messed up the first time. I was kind of faking my reactions the second time. And I was so pissed off when that one didn't work that I was just like blowing through this, and I'm like, I'll just talk over it later or make something out of it. I don't even know what I'll do, but I just recorded myself playing through the beginning of the game again. Just because I wanted to have footage of it. And I tried to replicate, but you know, I needed to sit on that bench and look at the water. Even in the virtual world. Now, we've met Magnolia. She's telling us about Dynamaxing. And we gotta understand it to the fullest. Yeah, so I hope you guys are fast readers, because it looks like playing the game, Dave did go through this a little bit fast. And she talks about more important things like how many types of tea there are. Again, British. How did I not put this together? This is why I'm not a detective. Alright. Yeah, and now she's convincing him to, well, endorse us. Which is weird, because you think he'd already have half a mind to after giving us the starters, but go figure. Of course, if he's gonna make us fight again. Yeah. Remember last time he said, Charizard was ready to burst out of the Pokeball, and I was like, you would have killed us all if that happened. Charizard will set everything on fire. You saw the way he walked up against me earlier in this video? He's a creeper. You're gonna give it everything it got. Yeah, so Hop's really excited. And this guy... Oh yeah, and I love this thing. It says Squee, and I took a picture of that because one of my good friends from college, her nickname was Squee. And this guy is super philosophically interesting. Do with plants what you will. Or do what plants would want instead of what you would want. I talked to him again. We'll talk about it later. And yeah, I just love that. Because one of my buddies, she went by the name Squee, and yeah, that's her. Yeah, and I look at the books. I've had a feeling it would say, like, this is probably above your pay grade. And again, I don't know where Professor Magnolia sleeps, because this is 100% Sonia's room. Look at the teal. Look at the mint green, like, turquoise, whatever you want to call it. That's her color. And I love how coordinated her character design is. Like, she's got the fingernails green, the eyes green, the shirt, the shoes, like, it's like a good aesthetic. Leon's design looks super awesome too. Like, I love his cape, even though I make fun of it for being branded. And the first time I played this, I didn't even know this stuff was here. Because I got a genuine reaction the second time. My audio might still be intact. If I have that, I'm gonna tell you my reaction. I'm gonna show it to you anyway. Whoa! Oh, there's so much I didn't notice. Oh, a great ball! Oh, I got even better balls. Okay, good. I'm glad the game doesn't let me stomp around in her garden. Fresh water! I'm just gonna steal this. Whoa, what's this? I didn't notice. Oh, I didn't notice this when I first played. Okay. Wait, hold on. Can I? Is this like really good? Yeah, that was like, this blew my mind. Finding the fresh water, finding that over there. I was flipping my lid. And when I saw this, yeah, I like pretend like I discovered it, but no. In the second time I went through this, I'm almost glad I did, because I would have glossed right over this the first time. Like, I can't use payback, but it's like that little, you know, you discovered a secret. Like that, there's no better feeling. And it was gold too, like I knew it was something, and that camera angle looks so good. When I was running just now, jeez. Everything looks so good. I wonder if she has a car in that garage. A car could probably fit along this road. And Hop's ready to battle. And also, it's a sunset. It's so beautiful. Something, if you don't know this about me, I'm a sucker for sunsets. I think they're the greatest things on the planet. And he's like, yeah, you're at a revival, you're a potential, be the champion, I'm the champion, you could be the champion, challenge me, gym challenge. And of course, he took me away from the bench, and that's why I gotta kill him. I went to go sit on the bench by the sunset, and he didn't let me. So now I gotta kill him. And the professor's gonna watch, great. Well, another thing I like about the battle scene, it shows you when you have spectators too, which is really cool. Alright, so he learns everything from what he sees or does. That's me in fencing, too. Even when I watch bouts between two fencers who do not know what they're doing and do not know how to talk to each other, it's really interesting because you see openings that one leaves, openings that the other can't capitalize on, but you see where the openings are and where the opportunities are. And you see a better teacher and fencer. Alright, and so he's got more guys, he's got more mons, and we're gonna fight. But I'm gonna make Brandy do her thing. So she's gonna get her claws going, and I was like, this better not be another war of attrition, because I'm gonna buff twice and sweep everything. That's my mindset. And I'm set on that. When I have my mind set on something, it's crazy. Also, interesting thing about my second playthrough, the Nickit that I caught had an aura, like a Super Saiyan aura. And when I caught it, it knew Howl, which I'm assuming was an egg move. Really cool move, by the way. It raises the attack. Made useless when she learns Hone Claws, but still. Really interesting. And then he starts growling, and we get into the war of attrition again. Because I need my 2 buffs. I need my buffs. And you're not letting me have my buffs. Yeah, this probably goes on for a bit. and I'm the kind of person who just doesn't back down. Like, I'm like, no, you're going to tackle me, and I'm going to have 2 buffs and kill you. Okay? Okay? And you just keep growling. I'm sure Leon is riveted by this. Watching 2 amateurs buff and debuff each other. And then I did get fed up. Man. Oh yeah, and then I was like, if you use Growl, I'm gonna be pissed. Because then I would be back to normal power. Because I have 1 buff, I think. Yeah. It does it. And then do I go for the Hone, or do I just kill it? I think I just kill it. No! Oh, okay, yeah. Why didn't I use Quick Attack? Okay, whatever. Go figure. And there he goes. But I'm mad. Because my attack's, like, I think back to normal now. Or buffed once. Either way, not my standard. Not what I would have done. But of course, I'm stubborn. So, screw type advantages. I'm still gonna be a hard ass and make Brandy train and get stronger. Which doesn't even make sense. She would get experience anyway if I let Surf and Turf take over. But, yeah. And she's slow. She's a little bit slow. Because my other ones always moved first, so I don't know. She's a little bit slow for a fox. That's okay. I love her nonetheless. And you know, this is the playthrough. I'm not resetting the game again. I'm going forward in this game. And so we'll see. I can't wait to see what she evolves into. But yeah, I'm sure you guys saw the stats that she had before. I don't pay attention to stats for the one-player game because it's like whatever to me. But I do notice when like, oh, you're a little slower than the rest of your races. And this thing starts growling and I'm like, God damn it. I'm still stubborn though. My God, yeah. I'm like doing peanuts for damage right now. Yeah, that's sad. And you know what? Even though she's been debuffed so many times, like, I think I still go for... Yeah, because Surf and Turf is still level 11, and I'm like, nah, buddy, you gotta get on page with the team, because that's another thing about me. Yup, I kept her. That's another thing with me when I play these games. I like to keep everyone around the same level. I like to keep them within 5 levels of each other. And that's in the late game. At the beginning of the game, I like to keep them almost to the exact same, maybe like within 2 levels of each other or something. I'm crazy. I'm really OCD like that. Like, I will have many battles with like things I'm not very effective against. Even if I have a super effective Pokemon in my team somewhere else. Like, I'm like, no, you're the one training. Surf and Turf ain't gonna help you out. I don't care how many times you got growled at. You're gonna fight. It's a level 5, Brandy. You're gonna kill it. I don't care how long it takes. And at this rate, it does not look like it's gonna take very long. And then, of course, going for the kill shot, probably. Because I think... Yeah. Oh, I go for the pot shot? Oh, probably because... Huh. Yeah. Wow. I think Brandy was fed up. Oh, and he acknowledged it. Cool. Yeah, he does that. I mentioned this before, but that happened when my first attack of this game ever, which is not on video, I got a critical hit against him. And he was like, what kind of beginner luck was that? It was so cool. Ah, unfortunate. And I even got my Pokeball throw perfect too. Yeah. Things that matter. The style. The style and flourish of a trainer. You know, he's Ash. He's Ash Ketchum. Because Ash Ketchum has a mean Pokeball throw. Like, come on. It's probably the only badass. Actually, no. He won a tournament, right? Like, they made him actually good later on, right? So, there we go. We got our endorsement. We're awesome. And we're going to win. And I'm like, of course, you're going to... What's the tension, Hop? You know your older brother's going to give you an endorsement. It would be messed up if, like, I won and he didn't. If I won and he didn't endorse Hop, that would have been like... Damn. Hoi. Alright, Dave, we're gonna train up against another for the champion. Yeah, that'll be fun. Oh man, I cannot believe I've been talking for an hour and 13 minutes straight. In the home stretch, I only got like 15 more minutes. About. Yeah, and so we got a meteor from heaven, and it's a wishing star. And this was new to me. I was like, Jirachi, are you looking? Jirachi, are you up there? But apparently it's a Dynamax thing. It's similar to Mega Evolution, because I think you needed a crystal or something for that. She's going to make us bracelets that have it. And this guy's going nuts with his dreams. And she's ready. She's ready with the wishing stars. She's probably so excited that this landed right in front of her house. Yeah. Slumbering Wild. Yeah, we ran into that legendary. It feels like an eternity ago. Except for me, because I did it 3 times. I'm just a 26-year-old possessing a 10-year-old's body. If I'm even 10. And Sonia's here. And she's making dinner, which apparently is great because she's a kick-ass cook from what Leon said. It's literally how he introduced her. Sensing some tension between them. But it's really interesting. Her character fascinates me. I didn't think much of it the first time I played this, but after playing it and focusing on the dialogue a couple times, I'm like, she's got some issues of her own. Especially with her grandmother right here. Like, it's so interesting to me. A right fount of information you are. Yeah, You have to say that with a British accent. All right, fount of information. I can't do a British accent. I'm so sorry, UK friends. I should learn to do a British accent just so I can do the voices in this. All right, so we got the Dynamax band, and my serial killer gloves look even more awesome. All right, made by the Wishing Stars. I like her house too. She's got a lot of plant action going on. Yeah, it's so cool. Like it's still kind of surreal looking at this, even though I'm a little jaded about playing the same bit over again. Like, it still just looks so good. Like, it looks like space in the world. It's like a 3D game. And that's what she said. A mad Pokemon in the slumbering wild wield. She was nervous, because remember, I gloss over this, but Hop said that the professor's granddaughter went into the woods by herself once and was messed up when she came out. And that's Sonia. So something happened with her in the woods, so she's probably a little bit, traumatized when she thinks about the slumbering wield again. So it's interesting. And he just taught me how to whistle. Great. Oh my. So much. So much stuff in this game. And there's so much dialogue at the beginning. I think that's why I just really didn't want to do a live recording of this, because it wouldn't have been good. It would not have been good of me, especially because I did it the same day. Did this all the same day, and I was so upset. But, man. And I was going to do 3 videos that were like a half-hour long each, but no. Now I've streamlined my process. I'm just going to release this all at once, and I think it'll be good. Like, Pokemon's one of those games you could watch someone do for an hour, and that's the thing that I caught before. Like, how can you say no to this guy? I still couldn't say no to this guy, but that's the one that I caught in my first playthrough of the game. So I'll always think of that one, even with the one I have. I don't think I'm going to use him, but he knows Nuzzle, which is really good. It's a paralyzed move. At the beginning of the game, they give you, like, a paralyzed move. The only downside is that it's, like, a physical move, but that's not bad. Yeah, like, it only wouldn't work on ground types. It's like Thunder Wave. It's like giving you Thunder Wave at the beginning of the game. Makes stuff easier to catch, does little damage. Yeah, I love Nuzzle. Oh, wow, I juked that guy. Whatever it was. And am I just gonna... Oh, I probably should have cut, but... whatever. Look at me try to negotiate my way through. And I think that, yeah, that Zigzagoon was, like, out for blood. And I don't know. I think I just gave up. Got another Rudy from Chalk Zone over here. And I'm probably just gonna run from this guy, right? Yep, that's how I do. Nice that she knows run away. Make stuff easier. Well, she's high level. I think I wouldn't have a problem running away anyway. And man, it's so cool, like, going to that house. Like, they did a great job with the 3D in this game. Because look there it is in the distance. And it looks so good up close. Like, there's no draw distance. There's no, like, it's there, and then you can walk down there. Like, it's nuts. It's so good. Man, I love it. This game is something else, man. And so I think I ended off here of this recording session, but no, I mean, like, this little bit. I have a couple more minutes because I wanted to, like, I was too anxious. And yeah, I got a part-time job here, and she decided to fire me. So that didn't work out so well. I didn't even earn much money, so yeah. Wasn't the best thing that could happen. You know, you win some, you lose some. Anywho, Hop was probably waiting a long time for me while I tried working that job, but whatever. Oh, and this guy. I went for some Oran Berries, because I realized I never respect Oran Berries, because 10 HP is not a lot, but at the beginning of the game it's decent, so... And I realized I probably should have given, what's-her-face? Brandy some of them. Oh, here's my thought process right now. Yeah, frickin' Badger doesn't have anything. For a guy with pickup, he has nothing. The ones in Hoenn are way better at picking up. Just saying. Or maybe people are just better at not dropping stuff in this generation. But yeah. So, it's around here. and I decide to walk for some reason. It's around here that I ended off my first and second recording. So now, all this stuff I saw for the first time yesterday because I needed to see something new. Again, I was really upset and I just wanted to play the game. It got to a point where I didn't even just like care about recording anymore, which is why I'm thinking about just playing the game and not doing videos about it. But I do want to get my first impressions out to you guys, or at least as close of a facsimile as I can, because we don't have my blind reaction. Either way, you know, so you win some, you lose some. I wanted to have something to put out, though, because this is a nice game. And I love the way it looks. I love the way it feels. The controls feel so nice, like, to move around in. It's a good game. And I wish it was like one of those things where like even my audio kept. So what I would do is I would like have a recording of the game like this, and I would splice it appropriately with my audio, my original audio, but everything got messed up, so it's unfortunate. And the moms just gave us a camping set. And also shoutouts to calling me out for not going back and telling her. I should have done that. Oh well. I wonder if Hop would have called out to me. Actually, yeah, I wonder what would have happened if I just ran back home, said hi to her, and then ran back here. It makes you think. Alright, so we're off. Yeah, or we'll be fine. Like, either way. Same thing. Loads of brilliant trainers and all kinds of Pokemon waiting. My excitement's running ahead. Yeah. Oh, I guess I read fast, because I was definitely seeing all this for the first time last night when I recorded this. Oh, and it's morning. It's like one of the first things I decided to do today. I just recorded this, got my little bedhead going on. And this looked so cool. Yeah, I'm still, my excitement is still like a little jazzed from this. But yeah, it was like wilderness and towns and stuff. And there's a freaking Pangoro just chilling. And that's what camping looks like apparently. Like, this got me real psyched for like the new features of this game. And the train looked awesome, and it was so cinematic, like with the people sitting down. And we got a emergency stop. Isn't this a wild area? What are we stopped for? Yep, make no mistake. It's sorry to tell you the train's halted due to a flock of wooloo. Wooloo are a problem here. I wonder if that's a thing in the UK. Do sheep cause problems in the UK, friends from the UK, if you're around? I'm curious. No, so we're making lemonade out of lemons. And I could go back, but, you know. And this was interesting. Have you had an Eevee and had you had a Pikachu? Have you and Pikachu had a... Yeah, I guess it's something with Let's Go, because this guy says something about it. Yeah. My children are given to people. Yeah. So I have no idea what that is. I didn't get Let's Go. I probably should. It's a remake of, you know, the originals. And I love me some blue version. But yeah. Maybe I'll get Let's Go. Not now. I'm doing this for Pokemon, but at another point in my life. You know what I need to do? I need to finish blue version before I do a remake. And this man is the greatest. He has balls. I don't need balls, but he's got them. No one else did when I needed them, but this man has. So kudos to you, sir. And this was where I was like rethinking that I would play the game on my own again, because man, this blew my mind away. It looks so big, it looks so good. And I kind of like, part of me wants to share it with you guys, part of me wants to just go out there and play it myself and really just binge play this game and beat it in 20 hours, because I know I won't beat it that fast if I'm playing it for YouTube. It takes a lot more energy to record than just playing a game, obviously. And I would do silly stuff, I would do voices, I would like indulge, but I'm still torn between that. I don't know. Let me know if you want to see more stuff. I might just do recordings for like my gym battles or something like that. But I think and maybe like give you intermittent progresses on like how I've gotten throughout the game. But I don't think I'm gonna do the whole playthrough. Or maybe I will. Like, I don't know. I'm still trying to work that out in my head. It's gonna be a while before I play this game again, because after replaying it so many times, I'm like, okay. But this was a good way to like make myself excited, because there's more stuff going on. Oh, hello, and if it isn't Sonia. My gran gave me a proper earful in her own way. So British. Those two young trainers are setting out on a journey, but what are you doing with your life? Ooh, yeah, that... Yes! Sonia's character! It's so interesting to me. I've been quite curious about that Pokemon you two met in the forest. I've been thinking I should look into it, so the timing works out fine. Yeah. And then maybe Gran will admit I got some talent. Being an adult has it. Yes, Hop, it does. I said you needn't worry about it. I'm glad yeah. And I'm not gonna lie, as an adult, it is sometimes annoying when kids try to understand your business, because you know they can't, but they just want to help. But they just don't understand the depths of the problems, because it's something you can only understand with that perspective and that experience behind you. But yeah, I get it. Like, these kids are doing amazing things. What are you doing with your life? How do you think I feel? I started doing ballet at age 25, and now, you know, I see kids who are like 8 years old and 12 years old killing it, and I'm like, geez, I'm behind. But so I really I like Sonia. I appreciate Sonia's presence in this game, because that's like a very relatable adult character in the Pokemon world that you don't really get to, you know, deal with very often, because most of the time you're just seeing things through the lens of a 10-year-old, so you're suspending a lot of things. But I appreciate that. And she gave us a box, a mobile box for our PC, so you can do Bill's PC anywhere. That blew my mind. So this game is definitely taking bold moves. And here we go, off into the world. We'll find out if I decide to do that later on. But, you know, that's more or less where I end off. After this save, I don't really do anything else of note. Oh, I do. Oh, speaking of note, I did find a note. Did someone drop it here? Large Pokemon you see wandering around are strong. If you try battling it, it seems like you're in over your head. Run like the wind. And then I see this, and I'm like, okay, Onyx, I see where this game is taking me now. So yeah, I'm definitely thinking about playing this on my own, but I also want to share it with you, so I'm really torn. I think I might just do gym battles, or maybe I'll do like a midway point check-in. This guy's yelling at me. Maybe the end game. I'll do the end game for you guys, but I think I want to like savor this game on my own. But thank you for, if you've stuck with me this long, I really appreciate you hanging out for my first impressions of Pokemon Sword. I think it's an awesome game, and to answer the question I posed in the beginning, yeah. What am I doing in the menu here? Yeah, I think this is the game that can like rekindle something that I may have lost for Pokemon, because it is one of my favorite series, and sometimes you forget it when there's not a good game that really gets you, so hopefully this game does it for me. What am I doing? I'm gonna see you guys in the next one, and if you haven't yet, do subscribe. You'll see more stuff. This is Dave out. Peace out.